point to the spring. We changed the spring and the cam. Took it out of the other steering column. Now put the key in and turn it.
We got that off.
That's all right. Is the spring back? That's what I want to know.
No, not without the electronic thing on it.
Turn it. Just turn it and let go. It doesn't spring back. Okay, so I think what that spring really does is this. This cam. That's all it does. It pushes that out. So, but the real spring, we think, is in the ignition switch. We think it's just tight. So if I damn it, I can't get it.
Yeah, you'd hinge it from like you're doing.
These are just hung up on these too.
Oh. Careful. There you go. Just that one.
So you gotta kind of push this.
Easy. Don't let that black thing come out.
Yeah, that piece goes like that. Can you remember that?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna remember.
You want me to pry while you catch? Wait, is that?
These things are. This is all corroded inside.
Oh, so that's part of the problem. Yeah, you got these two nodules that are sticking through.
Where?
Those two plastic looking things. Yeah. Easy.
What?
I
I'm
just...
holding this in.
Okay. Yeah, it's those two plastic things. You gotta cut them off. That's where they
No,
melted.
this is hooked, is it? Somehow this is supposed to.
Straight back now that you got it up in the front?
Oh, I see. Put this back down. It'll go back down. Why is it not going back down? Push this way. Why is it not going back down? Damn it, did I fuck it up? What the fuck is it?
There you go. What was that? A pin. There's another one. One of these is there.
No, here.
Oh, here's another one. That's all I
See the way that. Now, where's the other one? The other switch?
The other switch, was right here.
You see that?
Mm-hmm.
This one doesn't do that.
So trade the springs out?
This switch is shot. You know what I'm saying? The spring is put in wrong.
That one?
Well, look at the other one.
Well, no, because that spring's only for when you go to start and let go. So
It
you don't
can.
have that much travel. It worked before. Or the starting tune.
Well, how am I going to put that together?
Maybe you can find a picture of one taken apart, but you can see where the springs go. So the few springs go next to the ones that are single. I can figure it out. I know you can too.
Yeah, figure it out.
Okay. So we got two big ones there, it looks like. Here. We got two more, right?
Oh, I see. Those things lay on top
Yeah.
of the springs.
And then the contacts lay there, and then as you shift it or whatever moves that bar, the key, as you turn the key,
Good job,
you're hitting different
Justin.
contacts. Yeah, so.
Well, I can see
And then the
now.
round side goes down, I would assume.
So don't lose these pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is this spring right or is this spring right?
I think this spring's right. I think that's just what we did once we got done fooling with it.
I like it better like this.
Well, see,
Look
the thing,
at it.
it's gonna push it out of run at that point. So with it locked back there, that back there, that's the start to run.
Let me see.
That's just the
Where's the
kickback.
other? Where's the piece that goes in here?
Piece of, it's the bar.
No, the piece that goes in here.
Oh, I'm playing with it.
Oh.
Yeah, and then which
Well, we're
I
gonna
mean,
have
you
to-
can
we're gonna
tell
have to clean that
Yeah, this
thing.
needs new grease anyway.
You just, I guess, lay it in. I'll take a picture.
Yeah. And then the big roll pin here.
Those springs don't look right.
They are. There's little rounded areas.
Why is
where
one
you see-
taller than the other?
Uh,
There must be something inside there. Pull it up. Pull it
there's
the
a
other one.
contact in there.
Pull it the other one. It's inside there.
Nothing. So one does have a contact in, like it should.
Put the
other
high
doesn't.
spring on this side.
Well, that spring never came out.
What do you mean? It's sitting there right there.
I just pulled it out because you asked me to.
Just try it for me. Just put the high, tall spring on that side.
Okay.
And the small spring on that side.
On the same one. Yeah, they are.
It's the same.
Mm-hmm.
They were the same length springs.
Mm-hmm.
This is a whole other video.
Yeah. Just this piece alone is science. And the big roll pin. Yep, and that's right. It's just getting back in there. It's gonna
Is
be
there a part number on this thing? There's not. Right there.
There's something right here.
Delco Reme.
That's what mine says.
Is it the same?
It's a little round.
I guess I can't tell unless I pull this off.
I've got AL in there. I've got B3, B2, 1.
Looks the same.
Yeah, the contacts are all lined up the same there.
Shit, it's too bad I threw away these other parts.
Well, no, it's fine.
Well, I'd like to put it back together.
Because we need to clean this, is what we need to
Okay.
do. I use electronic parts cleaner, get all that nasty old ass grease out, and then put you some new.
Where's the
the what?
camera?
And you don't want these either. That camera?
What are you doing?
These you don't want to lose. They go on the bottom side of this. Basically what it's.
Yeah, not that I remember. Where is my camera?
Your phone?
Here it is. So anyway, everybody that's watching this, can they still see it?
Yeah. Yeah, they've seen it all. And heard it all.
Here's the inside of the switch. It's all kind of gummed up. Now that's how Justin put this back together, and I think he did it right. What we're not sure about is these are the same. But look at the springs. So I got to dump this out. So we're gonna dump all these contacts out. You got a baggie?
Yeah. What are you trying to get out?
The last spring, this thing's gotta be cleaned out.
Yeah.
It's all corroded inside there.
These bags in case you want to break something else. Let me get that same blaster back there. And those parts.
So, you know, I got an idea. Just, I have an idea. Spring's gone.
Oh, we'll find it.
Ha! I don't even know where it went. Well, you saw that. What I'm trying to figure out is where did I lose?
The spring.
It went this way. It's over here somewhere.
Did you hear it hit?
So, if you were to take one of these ignition switches apart, there's other pieces that are, I'm not going to show you right now, but when you push the key, the rod see this, when you push the key, the rod goes through there, that's on the steering wheel, and so you turn it to start, this pushes against that spring, which is pretty hard, and it pushes it, so when it pushes it back and it turns it back to start. I mean to run. But inside here, they're pretty just gummed up. So, and I can't just go down to the hardware store and buy these. I mean, an auto parts store and buy these. So I got two of them. One from each column. So I'm just cleaning them up. One thing that's good about these older cars is they're not like electronics. Now I got nice clean contacts. Again, this is stuff from the 70s. It's kind of interesting. That's why there's not as many mechanics around nowadays that work on cars. Because you can have a computer. Like, see, that's got rust on it. The only really way, I got a little sandblaster, I can just put that in there. But when you get, that's the things that cause these switches to fail. Because they're not, you know, they're pretty solid. And this spring, be careful. If it pops out, you're going to have to find it. Hear the difference. Can't really get all the way in there. But again, all that really matters on this is the contacts are clean. This is Delco Remy. You can barely see it. Anyway. It looks fine, you know. So I'm just going to clean up these parts. Just why not? There's the part number. That's the part number for the 76. There's the part number for the 80, I think. Again, I'm not really sure which is what the other column is. Let's see, there's rust on here. And that rust travels. So it's a good idea to get it off. And then inside here, there's all these little pieces that I'll show when I put it back together. And then there's the in fact, it says around there, neutral, park. If this is in neutral, well, the neutral light goes on. If that's in park, the park light goes on. And these are little pieces that go inside. This. Go on, Justin. Be careful. It cost me money. It's rusted. Where'd the, yeah, second? Where'd these two go?
Those two on the back side.
Oh, I'm not even sure if I got the right one.
That's the older one, it looks like. If I were to guess.
Those don't go in here?
Huh.
Those slots right there.
For those. You know how
For these?
yeah, you know how when you turn the key and
These
it
do
clicks?
go in here?
No. No, they go on the bottom.
Oh, where the heck? Okay, so.
Those are basically your roller pins for metal to plastic.
These go in here.
Yeah, see where they were rolling? You can see this. They were rolling it. So there was one, and then here was one.
Here?
No, not in the middle, at the back of it. Yeah, there. And then the other one at the other end. No, the other one at the other end.
Is all, never mind. Like that?
Yeah.
That's lower than this.
Hmm? It's lower than what? That contact?
So, like you said, so the metal piece, so this will slide on the metal piece. sure where this piece was. Pliers. Can you give me a hammer for a second? Screwdriver.
Flathead?
Bend those. Hit those with a hammer and bend them down. See that? Hit it, in fact, hit it here.
I'm gonna choose pliers.
'Cause I can't grab it. It's gonna be down.
That's what you're saying. Okay.
Easy. I think it has to be hit.
I'll put it in the vise. Just very carefully.
If I let go of this thing, it's gonna fall apart.
Let's see. Here, I'll do it again.
It's gonna be hit here.
Okay. Can you put just that, the other end of the tab on the table? It's moving too much. Here, that's a good pair of vice grips. Crimp it that way.
Need a long, the biggest pair there is. No, you got any big? You got any big channel locks? I mean, humongous.
Humongous? Not with me. Channel locks or vice grips?
Channel locks.
No. We got these.
How am I gonna do this if I can't do it?
I got those C clamps. No?
Maybe I can do it. I gotta get this squish.
Yeah, just put it in there.
I'm gonna be pushing on both sides at the same time.
Okay, here. Let me try this.
If you're scared to do it, I'll do it.
No, I ain't
Because
bad,
it's
it's
gotta
just-
go down. You need a bigger, like that, screwdriver. First, this way. Like that. Wait, I can't hold it. It's better. Oh, this one. Hold that there. Gotta hit it down.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot how I hit it. Yeah, one more. Now hit it.
Now I hit it down.
Towards that side. Well, I don't know. Whatever is going to work the best.
Yeah, I need to tighten it down. There we go. That's better. Came off. Rolling forward. There we go. I think you've done it. You've rebuilt an electronic.
But now it's supposed to, where's that blue screwdriver? So if I push it into the spring, it should spring back, right?
Yeah, if you pull it into the spring, it's like start and then let go. Yeah. I bet you we put that thing in.
On just the way I spin it, it goes just like this, right, Justin?
Yep.
You gotta notch that into that notch there. And there it is. Okay. And then 2 screws right there. So I'm gonna start off with the sandblaster. You see how clear it is in there? You can see right down in there. That's a parts tray. But I think I said this before, but I put a light here. I just cut a hole. Plus right down here, I don't know if you can see it, right there. There was a lens on here. We took it off. It was so scratched you couldn't see down in here. Now it's like crystal clear. So again, I'm just going to walk through what we're doing. We're doing all kinds of stuff. So we're painting the seat backs. We're painting the window trim black. That's the color it should be for this car. The window trim, I guess that's what you call it. There's the seat backs. They're gold. I don't know if you can tell. That's the piece that goes on the passenger side on the kick panel around the vacuum diaphragm. Working on the seats. We tore them apart again because I want to get rid of all the rust. Repainted the steering wheel gold because it was all scratched up. That's gold, you probably can't tell. I got scrap parts if anybody wants them. More scrap parts, so I'm just going to keep the ones that are good. Not all of them. More seat backs. The hub that goes on the steering wheel. This is the kick panel for the let's see. This is let me see, where am I? There's 2 kick panels here. One's the driver, one's the passenger. The driver's side is a blank plate on the, if you have air conditioning. And since we painted the steering wheel, we're going to paint the wheels the same color because they are supposed to be gold. Get this steering column all figured out. You just hit it with a coat of paint. I think I went over this about 10 times, but I want to go over it one more time. Here's the steering. This is the extra steering column, but here's that rod that comes down when you turn the key. I took the lid off this. When you turn the key, I think this is backwards right now. I think this is supposed to be up here, but when you turn the key, that square part pushes the spring, and the spring pushes it back out of start into on. If that isn't working, your key is going to be stuck on. The backup switch, the backup neutral safety switch goes right in. Again, I shot a bunch of videos, so some of this might overlap. But that switch goes right into this slot. You see that tab right there? That tab goes right in there. So when the linkage goes down the transmission, when it moves, this inner part will turn and change the contacts. So in fact, if you look at this close, it even says neutral. See the N and a P for park. So that's your reverse lights. I was trying to figure that out. I finally figured it out with some help from other people. We started to put all this together, but then I decided we're going to take it apart again, get this dome light wire hooked up. We fixed this. Well, we're in the process of fixing the ground wire that goes here for the defrost windows. Just little stuff. I got a torque rod for the trunk. One of the rods has to be stronger than the rest if you have a spoiler. That's why I got this board in here all the time. There's all kinds of stuff. We just go wherever direction we can. And like if we paint stuff, then we gotta let it sit, then we go another direction, and if materials aren't here, then we go another direction. So yeah, there's parts all over the place. It's all good. Okay, it's like 3 days later. We're going around fixing stuff. So this shaker hood, this lip here, is broken off. So I just mixed up some fiberglass resin. Just resin the heck out of it. So we'll see if it holds up. I mean, it seems like it is. I didn't put fiberglass, I just put resin. Because it was all rough and it fit in. So I had this is the one we're going to use. I found another one. This one is broken right there. My thumb is. It's broken right here. I mean, it could be saved, it's only fiberglass. Then if you look at the back of these, this is how they look. So there's a metal ring that goes around it. We'll get into that again later. So the steering column, we had it all together, but then the cam that I went over, I don't know if I showed it in the videos or not because there's so many damn videos, but the cam is wrong, so I'd take it back out. The key would spring back fine, but I couldn't take the key out because the cam was wrong. So we're doing that. We decided to glue down this jute, G-U-T-E, I think it is. We sprayed a bunch of the pieces black, or all of them. The steering wheel, it was all screwed up. I don't want to buy another one, so we're just, again, the idea is to save this car, not to make it perfect. But there it is. The inside's painted gold. Seat belts. Some of the seat belts were faded. You know, where they're always out. So I painted those black with spray paint. Seems to be fine. Watch, I'm gonna rub across it. I just sprayed it about an hour ago. Picked the best glove box. I had 2 of them. Sprayed these. They're not perfect. I mean, you can look at that. Where the problem is that I don't know what the problem is. But if I ever want to replace them someday, I can. But again, just trying to get it together. The main thing is to get all the pieces together, get all the screws together. If I ever want to switch pieces in the future, I know how it goes together. The glove compartment, we repainted these gold. They were gold, we just touched them up. A couple more. Rebuilt the seats. What'd you do with those seats? Oh, there they are. Painted the this piece here that snaps on. We painted that gold. I mean, one of them was, but that's the way it should have been, came from the factory. With a special edition. Someday I'll have to get upholstery, but they don't have it right now. I don't know, man. We're just going every direction. Let's go over here. So there's Justin. We've got the shifter all back together, if I didn't say that already. We did paint that shifter shaft. Point to that, Justin. We painted that gold because it was nickel plated or chrome plated, and we couldn't duplicate that. So it was either black or gold. Again, I could change that later someday if I wanted to. These are the back seats. They were rusted. I just sprayed them with the rust reformer. Same with this one. Anyway, we're going like 20 directions at once. In a couple days, I think we'll have the interior together. I think I have all the pieces. And the heater's running up there. And I guess that's it. Again, now that we've done this, took this thing apart 2 or 3 times, we're pretty good at it and we understand how it works. But I might make a video when we finally put it together for the last time with the string wheel on. And so that's it. We're just, again, we're going all over the place. If you paint something that you can't work on, then you move to something else, then you move to something else, then you move to something else. And that's what we're doing.